All right, welcome back. Ultimates issue 12. Last time on the Ultimates, it's been a while since we've touched this and some of the Ultimate Universe. I need to pick back up on Ultimate Spider-Man and continue that on the channel. As you can see, we're also doing Ultimate Wolverine right now. Those three are going to be the main ones we focus on. Spider-Man's just been a little boring, and now, at the time of this recording, Ultimate Endgame 2 is out, so we got to catch up. But last time on the Ultimates, we picked up with Captain America. He met Bucky Barnes, or what he thinks is Bucky Barnes, commanding the Red Skulls. And we saw what Thor was up to after they lost that battle. He's going throughout the realms, freeing everybody. So in issue 12, what are we going to go over? Let's hop in, because we start with the director of Hand, Fury, who is talking to a spy. Iron Lad called a meeting for the entire network on the satellite? No. Half of us were there remotely after what happened in heaven. They will never assemble the entire network all at once. Okay, start from the beginning. What happened at this meeting? So this goes into the battle what happened against Hulk, because we see everybody dead again. But this time, everybody's seeing it because Tony is bonded with the Immortus engine, so he knows what's up, and he pulls it up as one of them's like, hey, that's my nightmare. How did you get footage of my nightmare? And then She-Hulk pipes in, this is our nightmare. We all had this one, meaning that this might have not just been a nightmare, as Tony states. This is reality, because Doom won't say it, so Iron Man will. Remember, Doom in issue 7 had something going on. He didn't really reveal what was happening and what he did, but he pulled everybody out of safety after he saw what looked like all of them die multiple times. So Iron Man spills the beans. Since I fused the Immortus engine with my nervous system, freezing myself forever in the decosecond before death, I've been catching up on what I missed. The engine allows me to see through times. Sometimes I'm just figuring it out. But then I looked back on that day and I saw two versions of the event superimposed like two competing signals, one growing stronger as the other faded out. One in which Doom got us out just in time, and another where he didn't. So Doom, messing with the Immortus engine, promised he wouldn't do that was off limits, but he broke the rules for the safety of everybody, it seems. We see She-Hulk get decapitated. We see Wasp get stomped on and crushed. Hawkeye burnt to a crisp. Hank Pym dead as a giant form with a whole body through his chest. Everybody in the group died that day. And Doom pipes in, finally giving his input. It was all very messy. By the time I found you, it was unacceptable. So I intervened. That was what happened, but it didn't have to be. It isn't what happened anymore. He rewrote history, saving them. We also see Thor get trampled on by all four of the members. And Doom doesn't understand why this is a big deal. I saved your lives. You guys should thank me. And the rest of the group does not like that. Iron Lad's like, we should thank you? So what really happened? I thought I was screwed up in the head. Wait, we died? Luke Cage, just a bystander in this part, wasn't around on the team yet. It's like, that's messed up, man. They really pulled him for nothing. He's just a moral support. So Iron Lad confronts Doom. You've been lying to us. You've been lying to all of us. You broke our agreement. I saved your lives. I saved the Ultimates. Our agreement? You should be kissing my feet. Everything I've done for the cause. And Tony knows what's really up. Project 4. He doesn't care about the Ultimates. He doesn't care about the cause. He cares about getting his family back. The Fantastic Four. And getting their powers back. To an extent, he does care about this mission just because he wants to get back at the Maker for what has happened, but really deep down, he's focused on getting the Fantastic Four back. He spends all of his free time, as we saw in issue 4, on this project. All that time, supposedly working out the correct dose of cosmic energy, it's all a lie. Those poor mice are dead. All that time, you've been trying to break through the Maker's barrier to radically change the past, all behind our backs. He went to plan A instead of plan B, which is the Ultimates. He wants to change things so that, 1, he can go back in time and just fix everything after the Maker dies. 2, kill the Maker just by himself. He doesn't need this ultimate group that's setting him back. Is that plan going to work? Probably not. The Maker is way too powerful. 2, the Maker's had like 1,000 years in his time dome compared to the 12 months that the Ultimates have had with zero progress. If you want an explanation, I will give it to you happily, but if you seek contrition, I'm afraid the capacity was long ago cut out of me. I am Doom. Again, he is this version's Dr. Doom Reed Richards. He's not Victor Von Doom, but the Maker made him this way, cut out what he had in him. He is not Mr. Fantastic. You must accept this in all it means, as I have. Well, you're irresponsible. You could have destroyed everything. You know what happened to the Guardians? You could erase this world. And the real question that he asks is, what is worth saving in this world? This world sucks, dude. Tell me. Fix the world. Those were your words? This is supposed to be the purpose of the Ultimates? Well, I am trying. Can you say the same? Can any of you say the same? Or what are you guys doing? As he really just points at them and he's like, you guys just sit here, contempt, doing really nothing important. Let's be honest. We can go through the rounds of who's doing good stuff. Destroying little caches from big rock sign corporations, destroying little terrorist groups. Who cares about any of that? We got real important stuff to do, like save the universe. Which, to be fair, does that matter if you are just going to reset everything eventually anyways after you take out the Maker? Like, your whole group is supposed to rewrite history. And Hank jumps in, wait, rewriting reality? Killing ourselves? That's a little extreme. Well, that's not what I agreed to. I admire the ambition, but did you even have a plan for once you broke through? So now we're getting into the main problem of this Ultimates group. Everyone has a different idea of what their end goal should be. Some of them want to protect their own lives, their own groups of people. Some of them are fighting for themselves, really, and just joined the group because they needed help. And then others are just trying to get rid of this reality. So they really need to come up with, what's the group goal? What are we going to do? Because we can't work as a team if at the end point, we're not going to work together. We need a group goal. And Tony goes on. Is that why you took us out were you trying to cover your tracks? Were you trying to hide what you were really going to do? And Doom's like, don't be foolish. Is that what you really think of me? Well, I have no idea what to think. It just seems convenient, doesn't it? I'm the only other one who could have understood what you've been doing. Why else would you let that happen to me? And he's talking about his death in the hands of the Hulk. I tried, Tony. It wasn't just separate space/times. I had to save you without uncreating myself or this version of myself. The further away your deaths were from me, the more difficult that became. The more enmeshed your deaths became with my life. With every passing second, the calculations became 10 to the 23rd power times more complex. I tried to get you out before from the beginning. I tried to save you all. But even with a time machine, I ran out of time. Everything I touch, all doomed. I miscalculated once again. Our version of Doom has like imposter syndrome and survivor's guilt compared to what he has lost and what he's done. He does truly believe that what he touches always gets destroyed. His family, his powers, this group. So no, in my opinion, I don't think that he purposely killed Tony and had them all go to their deaths. I do believe that he wants to defeat the Maker and save everybody. I think if he wants to have everybody on his team, he would ask. He just doesn't know how and doesn't believe that they will support him. And Doom says, it won't work without you. None of this works without all of us. I had to save you, even if it meant risking. Hey, man, it's okay, Doom. No, it's not okay, Anthony. Nothing is okay. We're not working. We're not doing a very good job, guys. We haven't made enough progress. Not close, and we're running out of time. They have 6 months left. And he brings up when they saw the Guardians in issue 9. We have credible intelligence from the far future that we already lost. Like, what are we going to do? I've seen it myself, and I'm sure it was real. America goes on. Don't ask me how. I'm just sure, like, I know what happened, and she pulls a vision from the future. Celestials under the Maker's control. We see Kang the Conqueror, or what looks like Kang the Conqueror from Ultimate Invasion, in a bunch of different Iron Man suits. So that's a real foreshadowing. What is the future going to have a hold of whenever we see it in Ultimate Endgame? And Doom asks, what does the engine see? Does the engine show the future? Well, I've been trying, but everything after the city just opens up is white. There is no clear future. It's a little ominous, as Hawkeye puts on. The white future really just shows that they can change what is supposed to happen. They just have to actually work together. They have to make a clear goal and win. The white is uncertainty, but at least it's better than just losing. So Doom stands in front. You're right. If I can break the Maker's barrier, I will save my family, fix at least one piece of this world. Isn't that what we all came here to do? I will make a better world in this one's place, even if there is no place for me in it. A world without doom. Well, you haven't thought this through. God, this is basic complexity science. Your actions will have unpredictable, unintended consequences. They could lead to something worse. As true as any action we will take, and yet we must act. Even with incomplete knowledge and knowledge of our incompleteness, you can talk of revolution, but when the decisive moment comes, even knowing we will all fail, knowing for an absolute certainty you refuse to take the necessary steps, what are you waiting for? This world is a prison. What do you have to do to lose but your chains? Basically saying, we have one goal. We all are chained up. What are we going to do about it? Are we going to die and lose, or are we going to just throw away this reality and succeed and get a better tomorrow like we want? Because that is why I lied. I knew you guys would not approve. I knew that also I was right. Radical action and imagination are what is called for now. I assure you, I've thought this through. And Tony agrees. Okay. Yeah, I believe you. I trust you. Really? Yeah. I didn't want everyone here to put you on trial. I thought that we just needed to get everything out in the open so we can decide on this future thing together. So we can think of a main goal together. We are the team. We are the Ultimates. And they ask Captain America, what do you think about this? I think Doom's right. Wait, really? I agree with Doom. None of this isn't working. But I don't think trying to break through the barrier is the best idea. If you haven't cracked it by now, there's no guarantee you'll crack it in the next 6 months. And 6 months is all that we've got. That's before getting into the ethics of killing trillions. And Tony, the origin boxes are also a failed concept. I do stand by that. But what we're doing isn't working either. We don't need ominous visions of the future or potential past to see what's in front of our faces. We are no match for what's already here, much less what's coming out of that city when it opens. The Ultimates have been scattered, fractured, and disoriented. I blame myself. I've been thinking small like a soldier, instead of what we need. The truth is, America Chavez and Mr. Cage have been more effective than I have, and we could learn a lot from them. We need more active outreach. We need to expand the network rapidly. We need to give them something to fight for. As a vision of what happened when he talked to Bucky pulls in his head, what do you give them? Talking about how Captain America just gives them false hope, no real actions. But he's deciding to change. He wants to give them something to die for if need be. So the main point of what they are doing is that they have to use the Immortus engine to its full potential. Think in 4 dimensions if they want to save the world. And now this time we will use more than just Doom and Steve's decisions. We will use everybody's. We will need everyone's input to save everything. As we see a glimpse into what the Guardians told Doom. One of you responsible for untold suffering and the deaths of trillions. The other one could save everything. But he couldn't remember which one it was. And Doom honestly thinks that it's him. He will doom everybody. And he agrees with America. We can't trust ourselves. We can't entrust the future to any 3 of us. So the new order is that from now on, we pool perspectives and ideas, find ways to combine expertise and enhance approaches. Nothing is forbidden. Everything is possible. We're going to fix the world will be the motto. Ultimates 2.0 is disbanded. Ultimates 3.0 is here. Let's make sure this one is better. As we talk back to Fury, talking to his spy, as we reveal that the spy is Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp. Thank you for listening, watching, enjoying. We'll have to see what more of the Ultimates have. 6 months remain for those guys. Peace out.